Yeah, Optimarin is one of the pioneers in ballast water treatment. We've been around for a long time, all the way since beginning or late 1990s. And we've delivered a lot of ballast water treatment systems. We have more than 550 sailing at sea now, and about 700 sold. What we believe is the challenges coming up in the industry is that finally we have a market here. So a lot of vendors need to be able to fulfill that demand that is coming from the market. And I think that's one of the things that Optimarin has been good at. We've prepared ourselves. We have systems in place to scale up our production and supply chain. And that's why we're going to be successful in the market going forward. So we've done a lot of retrofits. Of the 550, I think maybe 40% is retrofit. So we've specialized very much on that. And the way we've designed our system has very much been to think about retrofits. So we have two key design factors that has been important to us, and that's simple and flexible. So an implementation or a retrofit of a ballast water treatment from Optimarin should not take more than 7 to 10 days. And it shouldn't prolong any shipyard stay for a dry dock, for instance. So the challenge is really to get all the resources together, because there's so much going on in the industry. You have scrubbers, you have other demands on the shipping companies, and they need to get engineering capacity and yard capacity to do the installation. And I think that might be some of the biggest challenges going forward. I think that is very interesting, because the tendency is always to go for the lowest price. And I think that might be a big mistake in the long run. You should look at the track record of the different vendors that are out there. You should look at systems been running in longer or shorter time. And you should look at the spare part requirements for the systems. What is the actual true cost of running the systems over time? And there is now quite a number of us that have that experience, and I think that is something that the ship owners especially should take in mind when they select the system. When it comes to the yard side, it's much more different. It's only price really that people care about, and there's not much you can do about that. Yeah, we think it's very important that the crew on board especially understand what they're up against and what can happen to their ship if they come to a port without having proper treatment on board. We see now that the owners that haven't run their systems, have really been negligent, will get fines, especially here in the United States. I think that's a key challenge. So crew training in that respect is important, so they understand what the consequence of not maintaining and keeping the system running is. So I think more and more vendors, including Optimarin, we have created both training system in place when we do commissioning and have the crew on board. We can also offer online training where you get more understanding of how the systems work, the sequences of how it operates and things like that. And we've also worked with Anglo-Eastern, for instance. We've set up 2 facilities, one in Mumbai and one in the Philippines, where they can train their crew and officers on our system, so they're prepared for all the situations that might arise on board the ships.